welcome. And thank you for joining me today for another Real Talk with Victor. My name is Victor Aguirre, and today I will share with you some bread for the head. If you find yourself right now in a situation in life where you're having to deal with a certain individual that's toxic, negative, never satisfied, always wants more, this video is dedicated to you. If you're this negative, toxic person that's never satisfied and always wants more, this video is also dedicated to you. If you are a person that has everything you need to be happy in life, and you got all your shit together, but for some reason you're not, this video is also dedicated to you. We will start today's talk with a quote by Walt Whitman. Be curious, not judgmental. We're fixing to add a lot of meaning to this quote. A lot of support, a lot of backbone. By the time I'm done with today's Real Talk. Happiness or judgmental? Let's talk about happiness. I've covered it before. The word says it alone. Happiness. Listen to it. Happiness. Remember? Happening. What is happening? Happening is the present moment. The now. The existence. The being. This is it. This is happiness. Happiness is being happy. And you can't hide it. Look at me. Am I happy? You be the judge. When you're happy, you feel fulfilled inside. You feel proud of yourself. And it's just a feeling of joy. And you just want to express it and show it. And it's something very beautiful. You're content. Judgment is never content. Happiness and judgment cannot coexist in the same world. Judgment is a state of mind. It's the mind. And when you're judging, what you're doing is, at that moment, you're labeling. You're putting a value on something. Judgment does not care about your happiness. It does not. Judgment is where the mind creates a defense mechanism. It goes into survival mode. And due to different experiences in life, what it's doing is just helping you survive, get through. And the way it does it, it puts value on everything. Everything is divisionary. Everything you come across, you divide it. And when you divide it, you're going to label it. Good or bad. It gets very toxic where you see everything, and the first thing you see is, how is this going to give me some personal gain? What is this going to do for me? And if it does something good for you, then it's good. If it doesn't do anything for you, it's bad. Got to be very careful with that. Because it gets to the point where you are judging everything. You judge people. You judge their character, their beliefs, how they look, their religion. You judge things. You're judging motorcycles, cars, houses. You judge different circumstances and situations, careers, relationships, just different situations that you run to in life. Imagine how many relationships have been destroyed because of judgment. You can have two people that are so in love, and this love unites them, and they create something very beautiful. But then one day one of them becomes very judgmental, where they start to judge their relationship, and they feel, I could have done better. And that's what they do. They start to change. They start to become very judgmental, very toxic. Sooner or later, that relationship that was beautiful at one time is destroyed. I know. It's happened to me before. Everything's lost. Imagine having a phone. You just bought a phone. It's the nicest phone, the best phone, the more advanced phone. It's got everything you want, everything you need. 6 months later, another phone comes out. So now you want that other phone. And then another phone comes out. So now you want that other phone. You're judgmental. That's why you want that other phone. And what happens is you fall into this world that creates a vicious cycle that never has an ending. It just keeps going. So you're never satisfied. You always want more. You're not after happiness. You got to be very careful with that. Because when you're very judgmental, you're always going to believe there is something better. And when you fall into that state of mind, you become very toxic. And there is no way you're going to be able to function in a happy world and be happy by operating that way. It's very disgusting to me to see people when they wake up and everything they see, they put value on it. What would this do for me? What will she do for me? What will he do for me? Because you're adding value. You can't be happy. When you're happy, you just kind of go with the flow. You put no value. You don't see good, you don't see bad. Because the reality, the real reality, when you're talking about reality has no good or bad. The good or bad comes from our thoughts, our minds, from us, what we have created. Our conscious levels, like way down there. That's why the world's always stepping on us. And what happens is you fall into this world where you feel yourself in this struggle. You feel yourself like you're in this fight. You're always working hard to have everything you want. Working hard to have everybody work the way you want. And like you're just in a lost world. You can't be happy like that. Happiness is different. Have you ever been to the beach and you just sit down and at that moment you just feel the waves? You can hear them. You can hear the water. And at that moment, what happens is You feel so in peace. You feel so in touch with nature. At that moment, you feel fulfilled. Why? It's not because of the view, although the view does help, but it's because at that moment, you're not judging. You're not putting that right, that wrong. You're not dividing anything. You're not putting a value on it. At that moment, you're happy. You're being. You're content. And now imagine if you can do that every day. You don't have to go to the beach. You don't have to have a beautiful view. Happiness is here, right there. But in order for you to reach happiness, you got to let the judgment go. You got to let the good and the bad go. You can't put a value on everything. And you just start to enjoy life, and you start to live life. And you start to appreciate it. And you welcome it. And when you do this, you're going to notice that you're smiling more. You're going to notice that you express more love to everybody you come across. Like right now, I'm trying to express love to you. But if you don't feel my love right now, that's because you are being judgmental. You are not listening. And sometimes you gotta not listen. Not put a value on anything. Stop judging. Let all the rules go. And start living life. And this is how you're going to reach happiness. Well, I guess this brings Real Talk to an end with Victor. I was a little bit nervous on making this video because I've been doing research on it, but not enough to do today's video. But I said, I don't care. I want to make the video. I don't care if y'all judge me or not. Give me the likes. I love the hearts, the happy faces, the smiley faces. You can give me the sad faces, the angry faces. Everybody knows that I know how to deal with that. And everybody have a great week. Thank you and have a great day.